Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Sanaa from Sanaa, and I am back for my weekly expense cash unstuffing for my week ending May the 23rd, 2023. And you guys, I am on time. Like I am literally unstuffing on the day I'm supposed to. Let's settle out my expenses before I spend any money for the rest of the day. Like let's close out my budget. This week I spent $1,336.28, you guys. And I'm putting my breakdown on the screen, my payday spending expense categories table right here so you can see. This is all of my spending for the week. Now, business, I don't really classify business as technically me spending money because it's money necessary that I have to spend on a business, but I do like to keep everything in one place so I can see it, even though that money is going to come out of my business account. I'll pay that back separately. So that's my payday spending expense table there. Then if you take a look, here is my payday spending expense category table, which groups together all of my category spending like dining out, groceries, house cash, car maintenance, and things like that. It gives me the grand total. It lets me know how much I need to pay back or pull out of my cash envelopes in these categories. Then when you go over here to my payday spending, Then when you go to the weekly expense cash out summary, this table here, this shows you every credit card or checking account, HSA, wherever I spent money, and it calculates the total amount I spent. Now, I'm not plugging in any of these numbers. The one thing I love about my spreadsheet is that it calculates everything. I've made formulas in all of these tables to pull and categorize based on whatever that criteria is. So this table is going to lump together whatever cards that I selected in my payday expense table in the card account column, and it's going to calculate how much I spent on that card. I don't have to add up and see how much I need to pay back on my American Express, Blue Cash Preferred. It tells me here. These are all the cards and accounts that I spent money on. Again, it totals $1,336.28. In the envelope column, I am going to keep track of all the envelopes and how much I'm pulling from those envelopes to pay back that credit card spending. Now let's move it on over to the weekly expense cash out summary, which you can see here. This table here helps me to understand. My total spend was $1,336.28. Cash was $150, so I don't pay back any cash spending. I didn't spend anything from my from my HSA. I spent $150 from my checking account, so of course I don't have to pay that back. So that's automatically $300 I don't need to pay back. So it's telling me I spent $1,036.28 on credit card. If you minus out this checking account here, my business checking, where I spent $67.82, that was a payment that directly came from the checking account. I don't need to pay that back. What I need to pay back is $838.46. So technically I still need to pull $838.46, and that will cover it. My SKS checking account, $682. We have my checking account, $150. We have cash, $150. So that's $367.82 that I don't need to pay back. I already pulled back $130 from house clean. So yeah. All right, let's total up and pay this money back. Me money, I don't need to take any money out of. It says dining out, I need $30. Let's see if I have change. Let's see if I have 2 10s or something. I don't, but I do know where I have 2 10s at. Hold on, let me go get an envelope where I can get some change. I know I have a bunch of ones in car maintenance. So I'm going to get change for 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I'm going to get a 10 and 20. All right, so let's see. 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, so I'm going to put 20 back in grands, or life insurance, and then take that change there. So now I have some change. All right, so I need to take $30, and what I'm going to do is 20, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. You want to know why? Because I'm going to need, let's see, 5 and 1s. I'm going to need change. I can tell you that now. So I'm going to minus 30 that I took back and write the 10 there. And that was dining out. So what I'm going to do is update my spreadsheet. Okay, car maintenance, it says $3.40. So I need $7 back. I'm going to do $6. So I'm going to minus $4, and that means giving back $6. So I'm going to add that 10 and take back $6 for car maintenance. This should say car, not gas. Sorry. Let me just correct that. Car. So $6 goes back into car. I'm having some rollovers this week, you guys. Okay, gas. Gas was $55.22. So let's see what we have in gas. 20, 40, we have 60. So we really need $55. So I have to get change because I don't have enough. So let's see if I have more change in life insurance for another 20. So let's see. So I can do a 10 and 2 5s. So I'll put the 20 in life insurance. You guys, I want to make this quick, but me managing my money is never really quick. So I'm putting the 20 here. And I need $55. So we have 20, 50, 55. So that's going to leave me with 100, 120, 25, 26, 27. So that's going to leave me with $127. So minus 55 is 127 in gas. But that's still enough for a full tank. So, and I don't really drive. I work from home. So, all right, let me move the 20s over here. Nope, I'm going to have to keep the 20s here, the 10s here. I'll put the 5 here. And I'll sit the 1s up there. Groceries is $253.15, but I only have $250 in groceries. So I'm over budget by $3.50. We're going to clear that up right now. So 50 and 200 from groceries. And I have to get $3 from, I'll take it from buffer because again, that's what buffer is for. So let's see, buffer, if I take $3 from buffer, so I am going to take $3. So I'm gonna put the 5 and I'm gonna get back 2 1s. So that's gonna leave me $12 in buffer. So I covered my grocery bill. So the $253 I covered, back to bank is nothing. So that is it for me pulling money from my wallet. Now let's go over to my sinking funds and let's see. It says that I spent $20 on house cash, but that was cash, so I don't need to pay that back. Household, it says $37.66. So $37.66 was Amazon. Let's see if I have $37. It says I have $50 to spend. So, all right, let's go to household. That's house clean. So I need to give 12. So I'm going to do $38. So I need $12 back. All right. So I need $12 back. So 10, 11, 12. All righty. So let's see. So we're going to minus 38 and that's going to leave me $12 in household. Look how fast money spends. Car maintenance. I spent $50 in car maintenance because I had to renew my car registration. So I'm going to take a $50 from there. And we can count. We have the $1,000 placeholder to represent money in the bank. So we have 500, 600, 700, 750, 800, 850, 900, 1, 2, 3. So we have $1,903 left. I took $50 out. Not bad, but I still need to build this envelope up to like $3,500 to be on the safe side because I have to buy tires. That's a conversation for another day. Medical health. That $119 I don't have for medical health. I only had $17 in here. And again, I wanted to make that for my HSA, but the card kept declining on the website. It would not let me purchase off that website. So I'm going to pay that money from my checking account and do a reimbursement from my HSA. I'll submit the receipt for it. So we're going to go down to business, all business expenses, $471.23. That's going to come from my business checking account. So that's why I don't have a budget, but I do like to track my business spending each week. And this is separate from business bills. This is when I have to buy certain things like supplies, things that are not a recurring monthly charge. Let's see, my daughter, $15.39. So let me see what that was. Oh, Target. Okay, so let me go to her envelope and get $15. Hold on. I'm not cutting these kids no breaks, even though it's my money I save for them, but still, like, it's coming out of your money, period. So I need to take $15, so I'm gonna give 2 10s and take a 5. So let's see, we have the $1,000 placeholder to represent money that's in a bank. 100, 200, 300, 350, 370, 380, 390, 395. So you have $1,395. And again, this money is not for them to go shopping. It's really me saving for something bigger, let's say. But I do know my daughter is a sophomore or a junior. She's a junior. She's a junior. She'll be graduating. So this money will go towards getting her a laptop or something, but who knows? So anyway, $15 came from that envelope. Let's see. Let me just write that down. Did I take money from anywhere else? I didn't take money from, I didn't take medical health, no business. So lastly would be my daughter. And that was $15 I took from her. Now, house clean. I kind of went over budget and I had to make a payment from my checking account for house clean. No. I had $190. I'm sorry. I had $190 in house clean. Nope. I had $250. I had $250. No, something is so wrong. Something is so wrong. Wait a minute. I'm sorry. No, I had, wait, where's house clean? I messed up on this. What did I have in house clean? That house clean, I had $130. I had $130. So I had $190. Yeah, I had $190 in house clean. Okay, so technically I should be taking this $60 out. I should be taking this $60 out of house clean. I'm sorry, you guys, because I already pulled the $130 out and then the $160. So I'm going to minus $60 and that's $0. Okay, I knew something was off. So I'm over budget $90 in that category, but the rest of the money, I paid them already. So it came from my checking account. So $60 is going there, and let me just write that down. So let's count and see how much we pulled back. It says I should have $635 I pulled from envelope, my cash envelopes and sinking funds. So that'll go towards the bill. And we already know that part of that spending $471 is a business account. So I need to pay $471 for the business account. Okay, so let's add this up. 100, 200, 250, 300, 350, 400, 420, 440, 460, 470, 480, 490, 500, $505. Why? Oh, $505. Yes. Plus the 130. Yes. 505 plus 130. $635, because I already took the money out of the envelope. So that is correct, $635. It says my repay from envelopes is $635. So I need to make a payment of $333.46. So 505. So that means I need to pay $463.46. All right. So these are my finals. Let's look at this. My weekly cash out summary shows all of my actual spent on the card. It shows the envelope amount and the amounts I pulled from the envelopes. So if you look at the total, that's $505, which we counted. The card repay column, as I pay the card off, I'm going to put the exact amount, which should be this that I paid. Okay. When you look at my weekly expense cash out summary, it's telling you here my total spend was $1,336.28. Cash was $150. My checking account was $150. My card spend was $1,036.28. I pulled $505 from my envelopes. $67.82 came from my checking account, my business checking. So that means I still need to pay, in order to pay off my credit cards, $463.46 from my checking account, and I will be paid to $0 on my cards. So I am going to put this money in my back-to-bank envelope and deposit this money in the bank. My next step is to go and pay all these credit cards immediately right now, clear this out, and then get set up for my next week. So that's it, you guys. This is my weekly cash unstuffing, how I use my credit card for all of my weekly spending. And then I go back and I pay all those credit cards off by using my Payday Budget Dashboard to keep track of every little penny. And yeah, I get confused, but don't worry about that. The zeros connect. Zero. And stay tuned for my next cash stuffing for my paycheck of May the 23rd, 2025. I'm a weekly paycheck person, so yeah, we'll do the cash stuffing for that. We'll go over my rollovers and start anew. All right, you guys, thank you so much. Count them pennies, track every dime, and budget your money. I will see you in my next video. Bye.